The emotional moment came on the latest episode of the Vanderpump Rules spin-off. Kristen Doute is getting emotional over her past mistakes. On Tuesday's episode of The Valley, the former Vanderpump Rules star reflected on the incident that got her fired from VPR amid an argument with her new castmates. The drama started at a girls' night when Kristen learned that her ex, Alex Mich, was invited to the boys' get-together, which included her current beau, Luke Broderick. Kristen felt backed into a corner by the news and decided to drop a bombshell, claiming that Caperna told Jasmine Good that Lally was Republican and racist. Kristen claimed she heard the gossip from Zach Wickham. Everyone involved denied everything Kristen said, no one more so than Janet, who was absent from the event and heard about it the next day from an emotional Michelle. "That word and your name have never come out of my mouth in the same sentence," Janet told Michelle. "It's a whole new low, even for Kristen. To wait until her sick pregnant friend isn't around to throw around a huge accusation like that, like F***K her." In a confessional, Janet added, "About a year ago, I had to put up a boundary with Kristen because her relationship with Alex was so up and down and back and forth that it was making my head spin. As soon as I put up a boundary with Kristen, she didn't like that. It feels like anytime she has the opportunity to kind of throw me under the bus, she does." Janet further speculated that Kristen made the claim so others wouldn't discover why she and Alex really called it quits, causing Kristen to pull something insane out of her ass. Michelle was saddened by the situation, telling the cameras, "I know a lot of people who do not like Kristen and who are not nice to her, but I have been her friend and this is how she repays me." In a confessional, Kristen complained, "Everyone's going to talk about this behind closed doors and then filming starts, the cameras are up, oh, we're all going to pretend it didn't happen." A conversation with Brittany Cartwright was the first time Kristen alluded to her VPR firing, which came after she and Stassi Schroeder's past racist actions against Faith stores came to light. Both Kristen and Stassi have since apologized. Kristen denied claiming that Janet thought Michelle was racist, noting, "I didn't say that, me of all people, really. You think this is a topic I want to talk about ever?" The women decided to call Zach to break down the situation. He explained, "The Republican thing was said, but that does not mean racism and I never said that." Fans finally got Janet's version of the story in her confessional, when she claimed, "Michelle, Brittany and I were at dinner a few months ago, and Michelle said something along the lines of, 'Don't say gay laws protect children,' and I'm like, no. You're wrong. I know Jasmine is read up on this and knows how some stuff can be baked in to be harmful to certain communities," Janet told her husband Jason. "I just said to Jasmine, who I guess said to Zach, we were talking about this bill and I think she might support it. I don't know. But since it's related to the LGBT community, if you happen to hear her talk about it and sense the same thing I did, it might be a teachable moment." In a confessional, Janet reflected on how what she said got so misconstrued. "I've never once thought that Michelle was racist. I wouldn't be her friend if I did. I thought she maybe got swept into an algorithm that is maybe teaching her some things that aren't true," Janet said. "Somehow that got twisted. Well, if she believes in don't say gay laws, then she must be a Republican. And Republicans are racist," is from what I understand how Kristen got there. During a dinner party, things came to a head. Janet told the table she was disgusted by the accusation Kristen made, while Kristen tried to clarify that she didn't say that, but rather heard it from Zach. Zach denied, insinuating that Michelle was racist. Kristen apologized for repeating what she heard, but Janet wasn't satisfied, as she said, "I'm done with crazy Kristen." Also not pleased was Michelle's husband, Jesse, who yelled at Kristen, "You're ruining lives. You were thrown off a show for being an actual racist. What the F***K did you just call me?" Kristen questioned, before breaking down in a confessional over her past experiences. "I know I made a mistake by roping Michelle into something that didn't have to do with her, but he's trying to ruin my name by bringing up the most painful thing that I've ever gone through," she said. "I understand why Michelle is upset. It is the worst thing in the world to be labeled as anything, let alone a racist. No one knows better than me because it happened to me and I was canceled. It was probably the hardest time of my entire life thus far. I'm not proud of what I did and I'm sorry that I hurt people, but I've learned from mistakes," Kristen continued. "People finally gave me a chance again and now it's brought up all over again and now I'm going to have to relive it again. I hope that my whole life doesn't fall apart again." Ahead of the premiere, AT spoke to Kristen and she shared why she believes she's earned a second chance. I think everyone deserves second or even third or fourth chances if you are growing, learning, proving through your actions as a person, she said. Even Jax Taylor learned it. He deserves another few chances if we are going to see a change. The Valley airs Tuesdays on Bravo. If you want to hear more news, don't forget to leave a like and subscribe to channel.